Hello, I am live, and here comes Evelyn.
Hola.
I haven't done this in so long that I forgot to send you the link.
That's okay. Perfect
Uh,
timing.
Hello, my name is Cindy. Welcome to my channel, everyone. This is totally live, and this is Evelyn. She's joining me today. It's been so long since I've done this. I'm like rusty.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so excited. And we have Rebecca F visiting and Kathy Kelly. And I know that Rebecca F is a teacher and has kids, and Kathy Kelly has actually taught my kids. And my friend Don, excellent. Hello, Don. He's a fellow patriot in New Hampshire. And
Thank you. Esther, you can come in.
yeah.
Esther,
So
say hi to her teacher, Cindy.
yeah. Can you see me okay? It looks like my color's kind of yellow. I don't
That's
know.
okay.
I'm gonna adjust my light.
Yes,
Hello, Esther. I'm gonna adjust my light a little bit.
Where's Cindy? Here, sneak in here. Come over here.
I'm trying to. I'm using a different light right now because my other light is in the other room. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. How are you, Esther?
Say hello.
Good.
You're gonna stand next to me. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go a little smaller.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Now we can see.
And we fit.
So did you get a T-shirt from Outschool?
I didn't.
Didn't. I don't know how I got it. I know that they sent an email and they said fill this out and you get a T-shirt.
Really? Okay.
I just got them yesterday.
Really? Oh, maybe I should fill that out.
Luann is here as well. Excellent. Oh, this is so fun. So, yeah, so Evelyn and I, we've been talking about this for a while, doing a little video just talking about Outschool and what it is. And we're both teachers. And then Esther, she has done quite a few classes, and she's also done classes with me.
Yes. I thought it would be fun to have Esther with me. She didn't even know. She just came over to my office like, what's up, Mom? And I'm like, I was planning on having you in this video, actually, Esther, because I thought it would be fun not only to have two teachers, but also have a student from Outschool talk with us. So, yeah.
Very good. Okay.
All right. Rebecca F said she got a different t-shirt and a mug. So I need to look up that email and see if it's too late for me to do that. I think the t-shirt came with the Christmas bonus, but it took time to get it. Oh, I got the Christmas bonus. That was really nice. So yeah.
I can't remember. I might have gotten a couple dollars. I actually don't even teach that much without school right now. But I still love it. And if I wasn't doing so much of the other stuff, I would definitely be doing it more.
What they did back at Christmas was they said if you've made like up to a certain amount of money, then you get like a bonus. And if you haven't made that, but you've made like some, it was like they had the numbers, I don't remember it, but you could get like a mug or a t-shirt or something. So I don't know if that's maybe the t-shirt you got. I don't know.
It could be. Yeah. So Rebecca got a different t-shirt. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I don't even know how much money I made with them, but like right now I'm making maybe 20 to 50 a week because I only have a few students, but it's okay because I'm doing way too much. So anyway, I just want to say, Evelyn, if you're new to the video, Evelyn's my friend. We taught on VIP Kid together and we loved it. We made a lot of videos about how to do this, how to do that, helping people, teaching for VIP Kid. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're done with VIP Kid. That was very sad.
That was very sad. They're starting, I'll see posts from people that are still teaching for VIP Kid. They're teaching like 1 to 3 classes a week at the most, you know, so it's sad. A lot of people lost a lot of income from that.
Yeah.
So,
well, at least you still get to sleep.
At least I get to sleep in now. That's true. Yes, you are correct. At least I get to sleep in now.
That is so true.
Yes.
Yeah. So she won a t-shirt in the Facebook group. She assumes they tacked on the mug as part of the Christmas bonus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, it's a great option to do Outschool. A lot of people use it for academic classes, and you can find people that might teach, say, math once a week or twice a week or even 5 times a week. You can make it what you want it to be. So if you're homeschooling, you can use it to supplement, or you could even use it to, as your homeschool curriculum. You can do what you want with it. And that's what I think is really cool. I wasn't homeschooling my own kids. Well, yeah, I did homeschool them last year, but my kids are older, and the classes that they took, they really did like. Evan took a cooking class. He also took Spanish from Evelyn, and he took a history class and a couple other classes that we really liked. So if my kids were younger, I definitely would be doing it.
My kids have taken a lot of classes. I actually started off, we were still working for VIP Kid and starting with Outschool because I think VIP Kid had cut our pay some and cut our hours some. And so a lot of us were getting on Outschool before VIP Kid totally kind of came to a halt. But so I was really intimidated. What is this new platform? I don't know how it works. So I just signed my kids up for classes with friends that were figuring it out. So I signed up for VIP Kid teachers that I knew that were making classes so that I got to be some of their first reviews and give them 5-star reviews to help them build their profiles. So I was helping them out while they were kind of helping me out, figuring out what is this platform? How does it work? Exactly. So my kids, in the beginning, my kids took a lot of fun classes, very nice. That's wonderful. My kids took a lot of fun classes, and then as the pandemic kind of happened, I started going, okay, I guess I'm going to homeschool and figuring out okay, so doing more academic classes. So my friend Hillary, I sort of helped her get started on Outschool, and then I requested of her, because she's a former 1st and 2nd grade teacher in the public schools. I started requesting, can you do a telling time class? Can you do a counting money class? Can you do a writing class? So that my kids could learn from her. So
yeah, that's awesome. So Esther, what grade now? How old is Esther? She's
7.
7 now, but she was 6 when she first started. So she was kind of 1st grade and kind of.
Yeah, she's in 1st grade now, and she'll be going into 2nd grade. So yeah.
Awesome. That is awesome. So I wanted to ask a couple questions. Okay, so can you just name, you mentioned some of the classes. Can you name the classes that she took?
Yeah, so she's taken tea party story time classes and gardening classes and Fruit Loop activity classes and Thanksgiving craft and story class, or Easter craft class, whenever there's a holiday like Valentine's or something.
Yeah.
I'll sign her up for a one-time class. But the weekly classes she does is she did math with you, and she did math with Elsa. So it was a teacher I didn't know who was dressed up as Elsa. Awesome. So Esther and Deborah they would dress up as Elsa, and she would have a worksheet that we would print off, and they would fill out the worksheet with Elsa. So it was kind of fun. Costs a little bit more, but it's with a real princess, so kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they had she had a drawing class that she did for a little bit. That was, you would learn about animals and learn how to draw them. So that was
very good. Now, did you like those? Did you like those, Esther?
You like those classes? And she does.
I really like the Elsa one.
She really likes the Elsa one, and she does now she mostly does with Hillary. She does On Mondays, she has a math class with Hillary. Tuesday, we go to homeschool co-op, so we don't really do Outschool on Tuesday. Wednesday, she does a reading class with Hillary, and Deborah does too. Thursday, Deborah and Esther. Deborah's 6 and Esther 7. So Deborah and Esther do a writing class. So Esther's actually learning cursive writing at 7 years old because she already learned how to write like this. Look, she drew this.
Very nice. Yeah, she's a great artist.
Love you, mommy. I love it. Thank you. That's very sweet. So she at garden. So she's learning how to write her letters while Esther's practicing cursive because she's kind of advanced.
That's awesome. So how much do the classes range from what to what, do you think? You say expensive, but how much do the
what I've charged for my classes is I set mine at $5, and then once my classes are all the way full, then I set it at $7 so that as people unsign up and sign up, so now right now they're set to $7, but a lot of people are still paying the old rate of $5. So it's kind of nice to set it at $5 so your class can fill up, then set it at $7 so that when people sign up, so your class is more full. So I do ongoing classes that meet once a week for my Spanish. For Esther's classes, some of them are $9, some of them are $7, some of them are $12. You know, it depends, or like 10. It just depends on what the teacher sets it at, and if you feel like it's worth that. I put mine at a competitive price so that hopefully more people will sign up, and then I'll make more. You know,
right. So how are your classes going? Are yours filling up?
Good. So I have morning classes that are newer, so they're not as full. So like this morning I had a class with 4 students in it and a class with 5 students in it. Some of my afternoon classes, like right after school hours, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'm Central Standard Time. Those ones sometimes fill up. I actually, when I raised my price to $7, I also raised the size of the class from 8 students to 10 students. So I'm able to make a little bit more.
Wow.
So some of my classes are filling up to 10. Some of them have 9, some of them have 5, you know, it just like varies. Awesome. So, but yeah, it's nice because right now, just full disclaimer, I'm making $300 a week, which isn't, you know, as much as some people are making, but it's pays bills, you know what I mean? So
now, are you making, let's say this, are you making close to what you were making with VIP Kid, or?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Depending on which year with VIP Kid, because I had years that I decided to teach more or teach less.
Right.
But I'm making more per hour than I did with VIP Kid.
Oh, good. Well, I think the thing is, first of all, your first job is your family. So you have 4 kids. That right there is a full time, like that could be enough, you know. So for you to be able to make a little extra, you know, at being home with your kids and make a little extra money, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we moved houses, so we had 0 debt in a bad neighborhood, drive-by shootings and everything. So now we have a mortgage again in a nice neighborhood on a cul-de-sac where there's no shootings. So that's nice.
Yeah.
But I have to help out a little bit more with bills than before because
because you have that income, you're able to, you know, do something like that. So that's, you know, very good. Awesome. Plus you don't have to worry about the pandemic, you know, protocol and everything when you're going out. Gas prices, that's huge too. Yeah. Because I have a job now, and every dollar gas goes up, I make less money. So
yes,
it's a good thing. It's for me, it's not all about money in that type of situation, but yeah, but it's a great situation. I teach knitting, and I teach one student, I teach piano and sometimes singing. And he just moved on to in person, which I'm perfectly fine with because he was really making good progress. He's only like 7 and he was doing really well. And I think in person would be great if his parents do that. He's going to be one of those. He's like probably a prodigy. I mean, he's amazing. So,
Wow.
I think in person is a better fit for him at this time. And
Mhm.
it's fine with me because I was kind of like, when can I fit this kid in? So it's been working out. I will definitely miss him, and it was a wonderful experience. So, that's the thing, like you can tailor make it to your as a teacher, you can tailor make it to your lifestyle. You can also, as a parent, when you want to fit in classes, you can also take it or leave it. Like, oh, I can't make it this week. Then you can cancel for the day. And then maybe if it's an ongoing class, you can catch up the next time, or you can take ongoing classes, one time classes, or courses where you're committed to a few weeks or months or whatever. So
Mhm.
it's very versatile, which I think is really awesome. Hello, Jason.
Yeah,
Jason's a busy guy too. He teaches as well as teaches online.
I wanted to say I really like my schedule right now because I wake up, teach one class at 8:15. My girls take a class at 9 o'clock, and then I'll teach a class at 9:45. And then I have most of the day available so that if the weather's nice, we could go to the zoo, we could go to the park or whatever we want. Then I teach classes at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And those ones fill up because a lot of my students, they go to school and they take Spanish after school. So I teach Spanish classes. And so some of the students, they're taking classes after school. So it's nice for me because I have a lot of my day open to do stuff. Tuesdays, we go to homeschool co-op. So I teach Spanish at homeschool co-op. My kids get to interact with other kids and take classes there. And I'm so excited. Our homeschool co-op is going to start doing 2 days a week next semester. So that'll be really nice. Because I was trying to figure out, are we going to do Christian school? It's kind of too expensive.
Right.
Public school still not looking like a good option at the moment for us. And so we're going to keep going with the homeschool co-op. And we're excited that it's changing from 1 to 2 days a week. Then she takes piano lessons from one of the teachers from homeschool co-op. We get to go to her farm. So they get to like see the little chicks at the farm.
Oh, excellent.
Baby goats this week. So I'm like, I could count this as like science class or something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They learn much more going and seeing than reading about it in a book. But you can also read about it and then go to the farm and show what in person, and they can get a feel for what's going on. So
Yeah.
that is awesome. I wish it was available when my kids were younger. We did do some video school, which there are videos out there that you can do that are like video school, and then you pay like per month for it. But it's not like a live person talking to you. It's more like a video and your kid watches it, reads the book. It's distance learning, but it's not like a person asking you real questions. I
Yeah.
think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's nice being able to interact with the students and they can answer your questions or repeat after you, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. So what do you oh, okay. Rebecca
Rebecca
saying,
said her daughter Esther took Spanish from Evelyn and loved it. Yes. And I
yeah,
love it. So yeah.
yeah. So I was gonna say, is there anything you don't like about Outschool?
Oh, okay. um, I don't like that in the summertime I don't make as much money. Because people don't want Spanish classes in the summertime. If people sign up for classes, they're going to be fun classes. So I have to come up with something creative for the summer because people don't want to take my classes in the summer. So that can be a kind of a bummer how, you can be like trucking along, making good money, and then suddenly someone comes and for 2 months you don't make as much. So
Yeah. Although if you can do the camp, oh my word, the
just
camp,
money.
Rebecca. Unfortunately, though, you have the kids. I don't know. Well, Rebecca did it with me though. That we did like a pod, and then the Outschool gets you the kids, and then you work for like 3 hours in a row for in the camp thing.
Yeah.
And we did that, and we made more money doing that. And plus, it was This one of my students came into the class into our video. So he says, "How's the school board thing going?" They don't understand it's not like a full-time job, but
Yeah.
I did get elected onto the school board in my town, but it's now on hold because there's a recount next Wednesday. Because I won by 13
Job?
votes. No, it's not a full-time job.
Oh, it's full time. Okay.
No, it's more like a volunteer position.
Oh, it's full.
Yeah, it's
not paid?
once a week or twice a week. Yeah, you just kind of watch over the school, and you are on a board, so you talk with them, and then you make decisions for the school. So it's an honor to be voted in, but it's not like I'm the president, I'm a part of a group. So so yeah, and it's a new endeavor for me. So it will definitely be all a learning experience. So
I'm so excited for you. That will be really awesome to it would be cool if you made some YouTube videos about your experience being on the school board,
yeah. I might make some on like how getting elected into it. And I'm sure my situation is different because I live in a really small town. So it would be different than if you live in a big city.
Yeah. If I ran for school board, I'd be shocked if I got elected,
But there's things you can do. And the truth is, everything I've learned, I first started doing online stuff when I started with Pampered Chef. And I learned a lot of online things, did online parties and different things. Then I went from Pampered Chef to Norwex to VIP Kid, and all of those things that I learned for the last 4 years helped me with this because I knew what to do. I didn't just put a sign out. I did a lot of stuff on social media. And I had people that helped me. I didn't just say, okay, put my name on the ballot. I did a lot of things. And it was so all of those things worked together. I only won by 13 votes.
Yeah.
So and I'm not my kids don't go to the public school. I have been to the school board meetings before I realized I was going to run. So, and because I homeschooled, I didn't know all the same people as the public school people. So I think that all of my online stuff really helped to get me, and all of the stuff I've been doing the last 2 years, just getting to know my community and learning everything about our state and the laws and different things. It all kind of worked together. So, yeah, if I had just come on the scene and just put my name on the ballot, I never would have won. So really all the things that VIP Kid taught us and Outschool and everything just change you as a person because you have so much more knowledge, and we've gotten a lot of free training but in those companies. So it's been
and I think experience being in front of a camera, learning about lighting and sound and all that to be able to it's basically public speaking.
Yeah. And also I had to go Tuesday, hold up my sign all day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow.
And then we had to wait for them to finish the counting for a couple of hours. So, and I've never worked at a, what's the word? Like a store, restaurant. I've never worked with the public like that. So all the things that we've done have also helped me to be able to talk to people and meet new people and things like that. So that's all not really my comfort zone, but that's what we're doing. So, yeah.
Well, you found out that getting out of your comfort zone can be some of my photos. So yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, getting out of our comfort zone can be good practice for public speaking and for teaching online and all of that.
Yeah, and changing the world, right? I mean, you don't know what you're cultivating when you talk to these kids, and we're from all different places, and we're encouraging them because kids have been through a hard time the last 2 years. It's been really hard for kids to have to do all these weird things that we've never had to do, and just being there to be a smile for them and being a stability and encouragement. You can do this. A lot of kids, like from the public school, had to do online learning, but the teachers weren't trained in online learning. So it was very frustrating. Like, we're trained how to keep kids' attention, like put up stickers. Like, even when I'm teaching on Outschool, I'll put up stickers on my thing. I have some different things up here, like a shark or something.
Yeah.
So I can I could put stickers up, I can hold their attention. You expect kids to wiggle, you expect them to kind of wander off, and you have to do something to bring them back. The public school teachers weren't trained. Just all of a sudden, they had to teach virtually, and they hate it. Like, the mention of it, those kids hate it.
Well, it's totally different making
Mhm.
a 6-year-old sit in a chair all day long than
Right,
have a 30-minute fun class wiggling and shaking and moving and having fun,
right,
and then it's
right,
over. So, like,
right.
part of the problem is that the public school system has put so many expectations on the teachers that they have to teach to the test, and they have to get all these students to a certain
Right.
point, and
That's
they have to
true.
pass all these exams
Mhm.
and everything. Whereas when we're teaching classes, one of my goals is to brighten their day. One of my goals is to make them smile, make learning fun. And, in the public school classroom, you're not able to have that as one of your main goals.
Right,
Also,
right.
I wanted to say too, so my 2-year-old is autistic. So
Mhm.
it's made me learn, and I've worked in the public schools, but it's made me learn a lot more about what is autism and how to meet his needs better, and made me kind of realize that the public school system isn't really set up for him. Even with
Right.
paras and even with the extra
That's
help,
true.
it's just not, the cookie cutter expectations just don't fit everybody's needs.
Right.
So anyway, but that's another thing that's a blessing, being able to stay home, is I'm able to, his speech therapist comes here and gives me ideas on how I can better be working with him and helping him and stuff. Because I don't know how he'll be when he's older, but my son Caleb, he lays flat on the floor, and that's how he self-regulates. That's how he makes himself feel better when he is overwhelmed, right? And he does that a lot. But in a public school setting, they wouldn't let him do that. You know what I mean? He couldn't just like lay on the floor. They wouldn't let
Right.
him.
Sometimes they do, though. Sometimes they have. I've seen them. They have, like, for special needs kids, like, they have, like, these things you can hold and scrunch, or the ball that you sit on, you move around, and I think some people, the special needs people, they have, understanding that some kids are, it's impossible. But on the other hand, on the other side of the spectrum, because of the pandemic,
Mhm.
some kids, whatever they had that was a little bit of a problem, has
Mhm.
gotten to be a bigger problem because they didn't have that consistency. And
Mhm.
so that's something that teachers have to take in consideration. Like, kids aren't the same, but that doesn't mean that we don't teach them and try to, like, help them to grow to kind of catch up, because already kids are behind. Like, I'm a teacher, I'm also a homeschool parent, so I don't believe that, you know, the behind thing. Like, like, kids are kids, and they learn. Like, one kid might be really good at English and not as good at math, and the next year the kid loves math and not English so much. So eventually, it can work out, together. But
I
the
love
truth is the kids haven't read as much because they've been on their devices. They haven't learned grammar because they weren't really in school. There's a lot of things that we need to kind of put back into perspective, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why it's such a blessing to be able to teach my kids at home, because one thing I've worked on is building up I have a huge bookshelf collection of easy reader books. So my kids will be like, Mom, can I get on iPad? I'm like, well, I have educational stuff on the iPad, but you have to read me 2 books before you can get on the iPad. Or, you know, my son Joshua's potty training. It's like, you have to be sitting on the potty if you want your iPad, you know? So,
yeah, that's good.
I use the iPad for like incentive, and then, you know, they can have their iPad while I'm teaching, but then when I'm done teaching, we're going to turn it off and we're going to play a board game, or we're going to go play outside or go somewhere fun, you know? So I kind of use the iPads because I have like ABC Mouse, like educational programs that I've paid for on their iPads that they can do that, but like I have to limit it. Otherwise, they would want to do it all day long. It's not good for their brains and their eyesight, you know.
Right. So that's kind of part of my reason to do this video, is to give people an option. Like if say you're in public school and your kid was sick for a period of time, you could pick up Outschool, do a few classes. So they're enjoying education rather than just computer. I know as a parent, if your kid doesn't want to sit quietly with a book, it's kind of hard to force that. Maybe with an Outschool class, you could get them a little bit of education and enjoy something and get them out of the just video game type thing. But also teachers need to be aware that there's ways that you can teach. And maybe my thing is, during the pandemic, the teachers had to go home and do school online. So they're thinking you go to school from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and you have to kind of like stay in the classroom like all that time. I can't imagine being a teacher and having to be online from 8 to 2. Or even like, I can remember when my kids did homeschool, after the 2 hours, if I let them go for recess, trying to bring them back was terrible. So if you could, maybe as a public school, say our online learning, if we have to go home, is 8 to 10, and we just do our thing 8 to 10, and then you give them some assignment to do on their own. I don't think it's very good to make them stay in front of a computer for like 5-6 hours.
I agree. Definitely.
Yeah. So I just think that maybe I hope it never happens again, that kids have to go home like the pandemic thing. But, there should be a different plan if something happens and we have to do online learning rather than staying. But on the other hand, parents want their kids busy from 8 to 2. Parents want their kids.
No. Parents do not want to have the job of sitting next to their kid and making their kids stay on the laptop and stay on task.
Exactly.
Hate online learning the way that they had it set up. It's I see posts from people, they're traumatized from online learning.
I know. And the minute they hear,
you have like PTSD from it.
Yes, I think so. Because if I mention Outschool, they don't like that either. But they don't know what it really is. But my daughter she's been doing the same thing as you, like here and there doing a class. And her daughter doesn't really want to even homeschool, like sit down and do work. So I'm like, just do something she likes to do. Don't the more you force her, the more she's not going to like it.
That's why I with homeschooling, I would let my friend Hillary know, hey, my daughter needs to learn how to tie her shoes. Can you make a one-time class on tying shoes? And it worked. I sat next to her and helped her.
Great.
But it helps to have a teacher teaching her, not just her mom. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
I needed them to learn how to tell time. So Hillary, she used to be a public school teacher. She used to be a VIP kid teacher. So she knows all the songs and all the tricks and all the sayings and things about telling time. That's not my area of expertise. You know what I mean? I wasn't a first grade, second grade teacher. So it's just cool that and like you majored in math and stuff. So it's nice to have a math teacher with experience. I teach Spanish. So when I have a class that has like 4 or less students in it, one of my daughters will come join me and sit next to me and be one of the students. And so that's nice because they get lots of Spanish practice. So I can teach them Spanish all day long. I can have them read me books, but it's nice to be able to, like, let's say it's going to be Easter. I don't have a craft idea. I'm going to sign them up for a class, and then they have the printouts, and it's easier because somebody else is coming up with all the creative ideas.
Right. That is awesome. Yeah.
And
that's the thing. It takes a little bit of break off you too.
And they get to engage with other kids their age and a different teacher, and it's fun for them, so it's nice.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. Now, I know you have a YouTube channel, and can you just say a little bit about that and what maybe your plans are for the future on it?
Yes, my YouTube channel is called Evelyn Joy. I have videos about teaching online. I've got videos about gardening, and right now a lot of my videos are I do a lot of shorts of just like doing fun activities or ideas with my kids. For example, making snow cones out of real snow or whatever. Or my son, Caleb, is autistic, so he's been a late talker. So I do little games and activities with him to help him learn his colors and stuff like that. So yeah, my channel, whatever I'm into at the time is what I make videos about. So I'm starting to make videos about gardening again, and sometimes I make videos about teaching online as well. So
yeah. So what videos get the most views right now on your channel?
It's so random because the most viewed video on my channel is me sewing a hole in a couch.
That's so awesome. I love it.
The second most viewed video is like an Anna and Elsa birthday party I had for my daughter.
Oh, cool.
Really searchable words.
Okay.
I mean, let's see. Let me look. Most popular. Then I made a short video about my son enjoying the rain. He was really excited about being in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
How to publish a draft video on YouTube. So sometimes when I figure things out, how to do things, I'll make a video about it. Like it took me a long time to figure out, like whenever I would publish a video, YouTube was just putting it in as a draft. It wasn't publishing the video. I had to figure out how to fix that problem, and I decided to make a quick 2-minute video on how to do it that has 15,000 views from small YouTubers like me that are like, thank you so much. I've been looking online how to do that, So when I figure something out, I do that. I've got a video comparing 2 different formula brands.
Right. I remember that one. Yeah.
So that one's super popular. It's got 12,000 views. And then I've got, comparing pull-up brands and how, when you're typing in Spanish, how to put accent marks using your computer. So I'll figure something out, and then I'll make a video about it. And then about TESOL certificate, and then stuff about teaching naughty students online, how to get kids under control and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I made a video about sewing the fur on a hood of a coat, and that one, I figured that one might go because it's kind of random people would kind of like that one, and it's gotten pretty good. It still gets views every day.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I kind of took it from the way you were we were doing a lot of VIP kid videos and collaborations, and now that that's done, finding a new kind of angle for the channel has been a little hard for me. But so every now and then I'll make a random video. So the kids that I'm teaching in school, they're older, and they why do you do so many random things? I'm I'm just trying to see what people what are people going to gravitate to or whatever.
Yeah.
So good. It's been fun. It's more like a hobby and just for fun.
Yeah. And it's something you can build up to being a paycheck. Right now, it just depends. I can make anywhere from $40 to $100 a month on YouTube.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's a little something that helps, but I'm building it up to being something more. I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers. I'm like 50 subscribers away from 2,000. So
Wow, excellent. Yeah, because I got a prize when you, what was it, 200 subscribers?
so yeah.
200? So I've known you ever since the beginning.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really cool.
I was gonna ask you, are you gonna do chickens this year?
I don't know. I'm kind of worn out from chickens because they're messy and you have to watch them and animals come and take them. My last few chickens just died not too long ago. And they weren't laying eggs, so I was, like, feeding them, and they weren't really producing at all. But I
Yeah.
do love chickens, but they are a lot of work, so I don't know. At this moment, no, but that doesn't mean it won't change at some point. But I am definitely doing the gardening. Like, the gardening is my thing, and I saw your video about the trellis. I wanna make one of those. Yeah,
That would be awesome. Yeah.
so I'm gonna check into that.
I will definitely be checking out all of your gardening videos because gardening can be such a source of joy, just being able
Yeah.
to grow things,
And
So
right now, there's a lot of people getting into gardening and, I have about a 1 acre lot, which there's a lot of space I can put in the yard. And
mhm.
I just love seeing what people can do. Like I only did container gardening last year, but I definitely want to do something bigger and better this year. And you kind of inspired me with your like you just started and you just tried this and tried that and it's just a lot of fun. I want to do some canning also. So,
Yeah.
pouring up food is really important right now. So,
Yes, and I think it's important to learn those skills. My first year of gardening, it was like just figure out anything I can do. The second year of gardening, um, I was sorry. The second year of gardening, I was trying to figure out just like experimenting in containers on the ground, on trellises, every single kind of plant I can think of to grow. And then this year, my third year, I'm scaling it back. I'm growing all my favorite things and the things that were successful and the things I really want to focus in on and not go so berserk with so many plants, not let it go out of control, but like have a decent amount of fruits and vegetables and stuff. So
yeah.
looking
I think
forward.
my favorites were the lettuce, the cucumbers and tomatoes. Those were my most successful things, which is great for a salad, summertime you want. And I also had enough tomatoes that I could make my own sauce and I was too hasty. Like my life was so busy, I didn't really have time to can it, so I just put it in mason jars and stuck them in the freezer. So I kind of cheated a little bit with that. But I do wanna do more with actual canning so that if the power goes out, you still have food if it's canned.
That's a
Yeah,
good point. That's a good point. I
yeah,
didn't quite figure out canning yet, but I would like with green beans, I'm definitely doing green beans again. Green beans grow really well on a trellis. And you can just get a lot of them and you can just blanch them, which is like boil them for a short amount of time and then you can freeze them. Or
yeah,
you can also can them if you know how to do that. So
right.
yeah, very cool.
There's a lady, her name is Homestead Tessie,
Hmm.
and she lives in a mobile home. Have you seen her?
Hmm.
And she does everything, like, in cans, and my daughter's mother-in-law, she does a lot of canning. She's amazing. I went to her house Thanksgiving. She had us all over, and she's amazing. I can learn a lot from her, and she lives about 45 minutes from my house, but she cans everything too. She even had, cans of hot dogs. Hot dogs, which
You can buy canned hot dogs, yeah.
sounds weird, but if the power goes out, she's got food, you know?
It's my room.
So,
This is
hello.
Joshy. Joshy is 4.
Yeah.
Say
Wow.
hi.
Hi.
So he's starting like letters and reading and stuff.
Well, he's known his letters for a long time, but we finally got caught up on getting fully potty trained. That took a long time to get for him, but he is now fully potty trained. High five, smart boy. Count it.
My husband used to tell me I always wait until they just train themselves. So I got so tired of it. I'm like, you're not really training that child. You're like training that. You're bringing them the potty every 15 minutes, so they're gonna go at one of those times. So I'm like, skip all that. Just wait till they teach themselves, and we're good.
Yeah,
they're all out of diapers.
That's good. Well, I realized that his birthday's August 15th, and so I realized he's going to be starting kindergarten.
Yeah.
So we need to be potty trained by kindergarten.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's potty trained now. But he's 4, but he turns 5 in August. Right?
Excellent.
Wow. Yeah. Who's on your shirt? Who's those Paw Patrol? You've got Zuma. Is that Zuma? No, what's Rocky. His name? Oh, Rocky. Oh,
Is this Rubble?
Oh, I love Paw Patrol.
Yeah, Paw Patrol.
Which one is this one?
Who's that one?
Hey, Mommy.
Joshy, look right here. Look at this one.
That's Everett.
That's Everett.
And that's Chase.
Chase! It's Chase! Oh my goodness! Oh, look at Paw Patrol!
All of them!
Hey, Mommy, look at this picture.
He wants to show you this picture. This is our family.
Oh, very good. What is
our family?
Kazi.
Oh, nice. I see Josh on there. Very cool. Is that your family?
Yeah, he's going to count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 people. 7. Wow.
You had 4 kids and 2 parents.
And abuela.
Oh, she's in it too. Okay.
That's in there. See, abuela.
Yeah, we will in our house.
And what about this? This is a nice picture.
Ooh, I love it.
Those are my 4 kids.
I love it, he says. That's great.
It's me, Deborah, Caleb, and Esther. And that's me, Joshy.
That's you, Joshy. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Joshua.
His name is David Joshua.
Very good. Wow.
I just bought him at Five Below for $1. I bought him a package of sight word cards.
I love these
so
pictures.
He can practice reading sight words.
I love these pictures.
Oh, excellent.
They're
Very good. All right. Well, I think we'll just go ahead and that's great. I love it. And I love your new background.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my same background, but I kind of had like this built-in shelf came with the house, so I put some
Very
stuff
cool. Very cool. So do you have your own little office still?
Yes, but I'm kind of downgraded because I used to be upstairs in like an extra bedroom. Now I'm like in a basement room. So it's kind of like got like cement walls and cement floors and stuff. But that's okay. As long as I have my own room that I can like close and lock the door to teach.
Right. So. Yeah, that's good.
It's a good bomb shelter.
Or tornado shelter. Yeah, very good. All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this video with me. I know there's been a lot of people that have said, when are you going to do another live? And I'm like, I don't know. So next Saturday is going to be really busy for me. So I was like, let's just do it. So thank you for agreeing and thanks for doing it. And hopefully
thanks for inviting me.
Another update as we go along. Yeah, good to see you, Joshy. I hope you guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Gotta find my. Thank you for coming. See you next time.